What's up everybody, the new Breath of the Wild DLC, The Champion's Ballad, releases this winter and will include a new dungeon, many believe being a 5th divine beast, though some are hoping for a more traditional themed dungeon. So Nintendo has set the pattern that once you complete a new dungeon in Breath of the Wild, the champion of that dungeon gives you a new special ability. So with this new 5th dungeon, what do we think the new special ability will be? And who will be the champion of this dungeon, if anybody? To discuss this, I'm joined by ChampionAshley and Lexxi, who's helping with the Chamber of Sages, which, for those of you who may not know, is a group consisting of myself, HMK, Zelda Master, McIntyre Productions, Zeltic, Commonwealth Realm, Dr. Wily, Vortexy Gaming, and other Zelda and Nintendo YouTube friends of mine. But before we begin, I want to invite you to subscribe to my second channel focusing on DC and Marvel TV shows, movies, and Netflix series, covering news, theories, and having discussions like this video and the others found on my channel, except on The Flash, Daredevil, The Avengers, Gotham, Jessica Jones, Stranger Things, and all of the other awesome DC and Marvel greatness. We really need to get the channel to 1,000 subscribers before we're able to move forward with the ideas that we have. So with over 40,000 of you subscribed to this channel, please help out by subscribing. We have a link in the top of the description with new videos coming soon. So with all of that out of the way, thank you, please subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to join our Discord to chat with us and other fans like yourself. With Breath of the Wild having the DLC coming out in winter, The Champion's Ballad, we know there's going to be a new dungeon, maybe a 5th divine beast or whatever we talked about earlier. Could be an actual traditional dungeon if there is a special ability linked to this new dungeon, and the same there has been. Every time you complete a new dungeon or a divine beast in Breath of the Wild, you get the champion's ability. So if there was a special ability that you get for completing this 5th dungeon, what would you want it to be?
Okay, I feel like knowing Nintendo and what they've already done with Breath of the Wild is probably going to be like some sort of medallion or some sort. But overall, no clue. I'm clueless.
Yeah, I don't know what they would do.
You have no idea what a 5th ability could be?
Alright, because they've already touched all the 4 types. They've touched healing, they've touched attack, defense, and utility with all of the 4 abilities. So I don't really know if they could add another ability in there.
Well, see,
I can't.
Here's the thing. All of the abilities have been attached to a race, like the Goron, the Gerudo, the Zora, the Rito. The only race they haven't really touched yet is, if you count Zelda or whatever, the Hylians as a race, which we're already human, we're Hylian, so that doesn't make too much sense. But if there was a Korok champion, like
Makar?
Yeah, if Makar was the champion, the pilot of the 5th divine beast, whatever it may be.
I just can't imagine Makar doing that big of a job.
He would do his little naked dance, and then suddenly a divine beast pops up. What would Makar or a Korok give you in terms of a special ability? Because if it is a special ability linked to a race, that's the only one that makes sense. All the other races in the game are enemies, I believe, except the Koroks. So what special ability could they give? My head would go to being able to fly or whatever, because that's what you do in Wind Waker when you have the Korok thing, the leaf or whatever, and then Ocarina of Time, or not Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask on the forest themed race, which is the Deku Scrubs. Whenever you go up, you can glide, and that's the same thing the Rito lets you do. So what else could they do for you? Blow bubbles? I don't really know.
No, that's the Deku.
Yeah.
You did mention gliding, and I was thinking that maybe they could add new gliders into the game, because there's only one glider, and maybe there could be different ones, with different effects. Like one goes faster, and one maybe can actually hover in the air longer. They could include gliders involving the Koroks, because whenever I think of the Koroks, I just imagine gliding. Mm-hmm. I just imagine gliding. And sorry. Sorry. I don't know
Sure.
what meant to me.
No worry, I'll edit out the coughs. So
Thank you. I don't want anyone to hear me coughing. But I was also thinking about gliding and the hook shot. I don't know how they would include the hook shot, but I just feel like maybe they might bring it in because a lot of people were really upset that the hook shot wasn't in Breath of the Wild, so maybe they could have it as like maybe a dungeon item or maybe a new item. Like maybe I don't want to say ability. I really don't want to say ability because I feel like that wouldn't work.
yeah, the hookshot would be a really cool item to have in the game.
Yeah. It's just a matter of them figuring out how to make it work with the Koroks and the attributes.
The only thing that I could think of that would make sense if we are linking the special ability to the Koroks is where they're all apparently really good hiders to where they can just disappear. If it gave you like a 10-second timer to where you have 10 seconds but it's constantly recharging, so you can go invisible for 10 seconds at a time to where an enemy can't see you, or you can go invisible for 2 seconds, go somewhere, go invisible for another 2 seconds. It's sort of like a defense type mechanism, similar to how if you put on Majora's Mask or some of the monster masks, it allows you to blend in with them. Maybe this wouldn't allow you to blend in, but it would make it so that they don't see you or hear you. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
I think that maybe you are on something about it, because when I heard go invisible, I instantly thought of, go on.
The Yiga Clan. I was going to say the Yiga Clan do something where they, like, pop out of nowhere and there's confetti and bananas. Like...
They're Donkey Kong fanboys, just deal with it.
Right,
So, back to the invisible thing, I thought about, just taking off to a different game, Sombra from Overwatch. I'm pretty sure quite a lot of you knows, everyone in the comments knows about Sombra, that when she goes invisible, like, she gets faster, like, she runs much, much faster. Like, maybe going invisible, like, gives you, like, different buffs. Like, maybe if you, like, attack someone, like, an enemy from behind, it does extra damage, and you can go faster while being invisible. It's just that you have to use it very sparingly, because it has a long recharge time.
that would be really cool.
Yeah, I like that. Also considering that Koroks are invisible to most people,
Mm-hmm.
like, that'd be a cool little factor.
Another interesting thing would be if it wasn't the Koroks, if it was somehow the Yiga Clan. Like if the Yiga Clan suddenly became nice and they gave you an ability. If they gave you something to where for 10 seconds or for 3 attacks, you could one-hit kill almost any enemy.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you were doing the Yiga Clan mini dungeon or whatever it is, there's the big Yiga member, and if he hits you, you have to start over. It's like an insta-kill type of thing. So if they had something similar to where now you can do that, that would be really cool. Because they have it to where no matter what attack hits you, it'll automatically be deflected. So if they have it to where you can automatically kill something with just one hit, and then you have to wait for it to recharge, or if you get 3 of them and then it recharges, something like that, that would be really cool. But
I don't know,
you
when
guys...
When I just think of Yiga, I thought that maybe like one thing that would be even better if you just one-hit kill enemies with bananas. That's just all I just imagine you come up to Calamity again and I'm gonna throw bananas at it and just throw bananas at it.
Alright.
That would be utterly hilarious and awesome. And knowing Nintendo, they would so do that.
They'd willingly do that.
It's
That would
already
create
funny
so
enough.
many memes. That would make so many memes. Comes up to demonic creature. I'm gonna throw bananas at it.
Well, that's what they do to you. So apparently.
Don't.
Alright. So coming to the very end of this, is there any final things that you guys would like to say about any of the DLC, what we talked about previously, or the topic we were just on?
No, I feel like we might have hit everything. I think we hit all that we needed to.
Alright,
At least
all
and
set.
in this time.
Lexxi, for those, again, who may not know who you are or what you do, who are you and what do you do?
I am someone who's going to be currently working with Chamber Sages over some certain things that will be concealed for a while. If you want to find me, I'm typically on your Discord, Zeltics or McIntyres, if people haven't known them. They exist. And if you need a translation job, I translate for certain Hylian scripts, Gerudo, and some others. So you can always contact me.
You're one of those nerds.
Oh, oof, my heart.
Shots fired! Bam, bam, bam!
But yeah,
No, I'm joking, of course.
I don't mind.
Like you always
At first,
are.
no,
When
at
are
first,
you not joking?
I thought she was gonna say she was like translating Japanese and stuff.
Oh,
like whenever,
I thought so too.
like whenever Nintendo releases a new game, it's usually always in Japanese first, or at least the websites and stuff is. So I thought you were doing that because I used to know a girl who actually, when I used to write for Zelda Dungeon, she would help translate certain things whenever Skyward Sword was being released. And then it turns out she was actually the person chosen, or at least her team was chosen, to officially translate the Hyrule Historia because I believe she was doing such a good job with the fan translation. They actually hired her. So that was really interesting.
That's great.
Yeah. But what are some of the Hylian stuff that you've translated so far? Anything that stands out?
Well, nothing regarding towards Zeltics, because I know the people who did that, and they're amazing. But on McIntyre, he did one of Zeltics' Dark Secret or something, and it's regarding towards the Lost
Zelda's
Prince
Dark
translation. Yeah,
Okay,
Zelda's Secret.
You
The
said
Lost Prince.
Zeltic's Dark Secret.
Zeltic's Dark Secret. Oh no. We need to discuss this with him.
Yes.
This needs to be figured out.
He's hiding things.
He's hiding things.
All right. Thank you, Ashley, and thank you, Lexxi,
Of
for
course.
joining.
No problem.
I needed the work.
And everybody needs to go and check both of them out. Did you give your Twitter or anything, Lexxi?
I have a Twitter, but I don't use it, so it'd probably be pointless.
All right. For everybody watching, Ashley, where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube called ChampionAshley. That's all one word, ChampionAshley. I've had too many people say that it's spaced ChampionAshley. Don't do that. It's ChampionAshley. One word. That's all. And if you want to, you can find me on Twitter as Real Ashley Kana. I swear I didn't rip off Donald Trump. I swear I didn't. I swear. Yeah. For all my subscribers tuning in to watch my beautiful voice, I will be having a couple changes coming up on the channel, hopefully soon, if I can get my audio editing finished up and start editing. I am working very hard on bringing back the channel, and I hope that you guys really like the new change. I'm very excited. So stay tuned for that. I also will be keeping up on Twitter about all the changes. So stay tuned.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
If you could have like your dream amiibo release from Breath of the Wild, what would it be?
I'd say just Calamity Ganon. So like you could see like a moving like kind of grangly
Not
guy.
too big. Not too
Not
big.
too
It's
big.
like Ganon Hyrule Warrior size.
If you're a fan of videos like this that cover the history of canceled games and consoles, be sure to subscribe, check out our Patreon to support this channel and the creation of new videos with your advice and input, and check out our top 5 canceled games series and let us know what games you would like to see us cover in the future. So far we have lists covering the Zelda series, Mario, Nintendo, PlayStation, and plan to have dedicated videos covering a list of canceled Sonic and Pokemon games, with this video being a taste of what to expect. What's up everybody, Game Over Jesse here, and if you enjoyed this video and are into awesome nerdy geeky content like we are, consider subscribing to Geek Fuel, a monthly subscription box that is guaranteed to have over $50 worth of great stuff in every box. You'll receive an exclusive shirt, games, collectibles, and other geek-related greatness. Use the link geekfuel.com/GameOverJesse to not only get $3 off of your subscription, but to help out our channel as well, which means more time to work on more videos for you guys. I want to thank you all for watching this video and welcome to the End Slate. If you're a fan of these videos, please subscribe and comment below to let me know your thoughts. If you would like to support this channel, please consider supporting on Patreon, where you can watch videos like this early and help me create longer videos like the top 10 best and worst of Ocarina of Time, Breath of the Wild, and the top 5 official Zelda games that have either been cancelled or just went unreleased. Finally, a huge thank you to this month's supporters: George Says Hi, Link Uses the Triforce, Transcendent Sacred Courage, Glenn Cassio, Prey Warrior, Victopedia, Rusty Caulfield, Robert W., Amanda Pina, Lunarium, Chris Gasparin, Harris Priest, Lovable Christie, Key of Time 15, Jerome Measure, Daryl Quinnen, Furzin 16, Kadron, Magic Tech Review, and The Itch Network. What's up,